Hey guys, this is Mike from BTech Reviews here, and today we take a look at the ACER Iconica A8 tablet. Hey guys, thanks for checking out today's video. This video is brought to you today by our partner Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is a premium wireless service that has plans as low as $15 a month, and with the price being that low, I was able to save a lot of money monthly, in which I was able to enjoy going out to the movies more and watching certain movies with certain superheroes from this guy. You can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can even bring your own phone along with your current phone number and existing contacts without sacrificing anything. Switching over is easy, whether you order a SIM kit from Mint Mobile or if your phone has an eSIM. If you're interested in trying out Mint Mobile and saving a lot of money, check out the links in the video description, and thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at the ACER Iconica tablet. Yes, this is an 8-inch tablet that you can get currently from Walmart for $79. So I'm not an Walmart affiliate, but I can low-key throw in the Amazon link if I can find one in the description below. But again, thank you guys for tuning in today. This is a budget tablet, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at the back here, see what we have as far as specs goes. So it does look like it has about an 8-inch screen. It looks like it has 64 gigabytes of internal memory, an 8.7-inch IPS display. So we're not going to get OLED or anything like that. You do have a 5 megapixel and an 8 megapixel camera, respectively. It does support micro USB card support. So even though it only comes with 64 gigs of internal memory, you can throw in a micro SD card for your pictures and your media. It does have well, it just says 22 point something hour watt battery. So again, Wi-Fi. It's a Wi-Fi tablet. Again, I'm not sure what kind of processor this is. I know it's like an octa-core, but it only has 4 gigs of RAM. So let's go ahead and get this unboxing for you guys, and then again, we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys are all doing good today. By the way, again, I'm excited. I want to give a shout out to the viewer that was on my live stream the other night, who basically told me about this tablet, and I was like, you know what? I haven't done this type of unboxing in a while here, so let me go ahead and, there we go, let's go ahead and move the camera there. I do apologize. I'm working with a new tripod today. So ACER Iconica tablet. So obviously, if you guys are familiar with ACER, they do make laptops. So I've had ACER computers in the past. Here we go. So again, I haven't had a tablet in a while, and wow, okay, this thing, it doesn't look heavy, but it's actually pretty heavy. So let's go ahead and see what else is in the box here. Let me go ahead and put the scissors aside really quick. I don't think much comes inside the box besides maybe a charger. So let's go ahead and take a look here. That's basically it. So let's go ahead and take a look what kind of charger it has. I might have to refer to the website to see what type of charging. Okay, it's a 6,000 milliamp battery. So it's, again, up to 10 hours of video playback. So really not that bad, honestly. Again, there's your fast watt charger. I'm probably not going to open that. And of course, let's take a look if it's a micro USB cable or if it's a USB Type-C. I'd be so impressed if it was USB Type-C. And it is USB Type-C, guys. So again, shout out to ACER for, again, retail-wise, this is, I believe, goes for $120 through the Walmart website. But again, right now it's on sale for $79.99. Again, it says save $40 on the purchase. So it's actually $119. So let's go ahead and put this aside here. Let's go ahead and put the box to the side here. And again, guys, thank you for joining in. I'm excited about this because I really haven't worked with any type of tablets. My only thing is it's only got 4 gigs of RAM, right? So again, you're gonna have to kind of set your expectations low when it comes to something like this, just because, here we go, sorry, trying to get that box set up for the background. So you're gonna have to set your expectations low just because, again, it is only 4 gigs of RAM. But let's take a look here. So it actually does look pretty well built. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, it doesn't look like it doesn't feel like it's cheaply made, just feeling it in the hands. It's a little heavier than I thought it would be, honestly. Because I've used, like, those on tablets, right, that are just made out of, like, plastic and whatnot. And they're not, I mean, honestly, they're not good. But the quality of this one feels really good. It does feel like it has, like, an aluminum casing to it. In the back there, again, it's a 7 megapixel camera, so you do get that little cutout for the camera. I don't really think I mean, I don't feel like that's necessary, but who knows, I might actually take picture and video with this. Let's go ahead and get this thing turned on. Let's go ahead and get this thing turned on, guys. So ACER by Android. And again, if I failed to mention, guys, this thing is running Android 14 out of the box. So honestly, relatively impressive that this tablet is running Android 14 out of the box, just because. Again, I feel like I want to hold it like this just because. But, you know, here's your front-facing camera up there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ports while it's charging here, or while it's getting set up here. So you do have 2 speaker grills on the bottom. You do have the power button right here. You do have the volume rockers, and you do have although it's a oddly placed headphone jack, it's up there on the top right, a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which I feel like using this after a while could kind of hinder its usability, just because, you know, I mean, I don't see why they couldn't just put it a little bit lower, or maybe up here, or maybe on the opposite side here. Let's go ahead and turn this off really quick. It says hi there. On top you do have, looks like the microphones. It looks like your charging port, which is not even centered. It's kind of weird. Most devices you see nowadays are centered, and of course your micro SD card slot, so you don't have to, you know, pop anything out or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up for you guys, and then we'll see how it goes. I want this thing to update and whatnot. So again, it's just asking me for legal. I'm gonna go ahead and just press next, right? It's gonna ask me for Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up, guys, and then we'll go through the walkthrough here. Okay, guys, so here is a different angle shot. I tried to set up the tripod so that we can just see what's going on here. Obviously, first of all, you guys can tell that there is a bezel on the top and the bottom and in the corners, but that doesn't really bother me because it is a tablet. So just keep an eye on that, guys, that of course if you guys want something that's like completely bezel-less, this is not the tablet for you. Obviously auto rotation is on because it is a tablet, so of course I don't have anything to hold it up right now. But again, the screen for the most part doesn't look bad. I need to log into YouTube. I should be logged into YouTube just to kind of check this out. This is what happens when you kind of pull down the notification bar. Obviously this kind of looks like stock Android, so let's go ahead and check out Android real quick. And again, as you can tell, it seems to be lagging just a little bit, just because on the bottom there, when you do that though, it does look like you are using a version of you know, Google Chrome, or I'm sorry, not Google Chrome, but you know, Chrome OS, right? So let's go ahead and change this to dark mode because I hate light mode. Sorry, light mode hurts my eyes. There you go, that's a lot better, and it looks better on the camera, honestly. So, you know, again, so far so good. It does have the button gestures down here. I'm pretty sure you can change that to, you know, just that little gesture button down there on the bottom. But for the most part, again, so far it looks like it just comes with mostly stock Android. I'm not seeing a lot, let's see, out of the box here as far as what you get as far as apps go. It looks like it's just mostly just stock Google Android, right? You got like your files, your Google TV. I don't even know if anyone uses Google TV, photos, the Play Store, obviously basic games like Solitaire, and it does have YouTube Kids, because and when I was setting up this device also, guys, it did actually have a thing. It did have a thing where you could set it up as an adult or as a kid. So obviously, you know, if you're setting this up for your kids, you're going to want parental access, right? So I think this would be most likely a good tablet for people that want to just, you know, and rather than buying like an iPad, right, or an iPad mini, right, if you're just wanting to buy something for your kid that, you know, they're probably going to throw around, then you might want to get them something like this. Again, right now, just keep in mind this is updating the apps, so keep that in mind, that it is going a little bit slower than I would normally think, right? But it says, let's take a look at what it's saying here, actually. So it says, drag an app on the side to use 2 apps at once. So it is allowing you to multi-app at once. Turn on gesture navigation in the settings taskbar, so that is doable, like I said, for you guys. And then it says, get the app suggestions based on your routine. So, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and allow YouTube to send. So I'm going to assume that there's not going to be uploading or downloading that much here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here, though, guys. See how long it takes YouTube to start. So you can see it did crash, but again, I want to say that it is uploading. It is downloading probably an update for it currently. So let's go ahead and check the Play Store really quick. But so far, you know, I feel like it is pretty snappy. I don't think that, you know, it's super slow. Obviously, for today's standards, yes, you know, the stutteriness might be a little much when it comes to stuff like this. But again, I'm trying to figure out where my apps are and where the updates are. because nothing's happening right now, guys. So again, I'm pretty sure it's still downloading though. Setup complete, finishing up your tab, more info. Okay, and as far as brightness goes, I would say that it's not super bright, but you know, again, if you're just using this at home or you know on a road trip, right? You know, take your kid using this in the back seat. I would think that this is going to be a good little tablet as long as it's connected to Wi-Fi. Let's see if YouTube crashes again. I'm trying to give it time to update. A lot of these apps have you know, time here, but again, basic stuff again. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess let it continue updating, and then we'll get back because I do want to see like what this sounds like in the background. So let's go ahead and finish updating this. Okay, guys. So we're back, and I do apologize about this. It took me a little bit of time to kind of get this set up and let it update, right? So it doesn't have that many apps, so obviously it does just have stock Android, right? Again, your basic assistant, calculator, you know, drive, files. It does have, I noticed that it did like automatically download apps like YouTube Kids. Again, not really money game, Solitaire, 2 versions of Solitaire, a sound recorder, video recorder. The thing that surprised me though was the camera, right? Again, it does only have like a 5 and an 8 megapixel camera on the rear. But again, for the most part, you know, you can actually shoot video in 1080p. So if you go to the video tab here, there's a settings button that allows you to shoot in, there again, there's a 5 megapixel, 8 megapixel, but again, if you scroll down, again, it says video format is going to be 1080 on the front camera and, you know, 1080 on the rear camera. Of course, most likely it's going to be 30 frames a second. You don't really have any other options. You can switch to 720p, but it just gives you the aspect ratio. It does not give you the frame rate. So I'm going to assume all of them are at 30 frames a second, which, you know, again, that's going to work for things like, you know, just taking basic video. If you want to take video at home, you know, you're not going to be able to make a cinematic movie or anything like that, but for the most part, not too bad. Photo mode, I haven't taken any pictures yet. Let's go ahead and take a quick picture of this camera that's sitting up here. Again, it's not going to probably come out good, but we'll find out. We're going to find out right now, guys. Again, you're not going to get super detail. It is a little washed out in some areas, but again, that might be something I talk about in another review, guys. But for the most part, now that I'm actually using it, again, I wouldn't say it's snappy. Again, it does have 4 gigs of RAM. I did install Geekbench on this. So let's go ahead and open up Geekbench really quick. Give you guys more of what we have as far as the specs go, right? Hold on, let's take a look here. Device, here you go. So that's what we're looking at, the ACER AS11, which again, it's called the Iconica Tablet A8 tablet, right? So again, here is what you're getting, Android 14 out of the box. You do have octa-core processor. You have 2 cluster cores, for each having 4 cores, clocked at 1.2 and 1.9 gigahertz respectively. 4 gigs of RAM, but again, only 3.68 is usable, so they're probably like storing that, you know, rest of it for like, you know, just the operating system itself. It does have a GPU, surprisingly. I might test out a game or two later on, probably just like Angry Birds or maybe Temple Run. Something that's not, but it's called a Mali G57, and again, the resolution is not 1080p or 720p. It's 800 by 1340, so maybe a little bit higher than 720, but not bad. And again, like I said, the PPI was kind of low. It's not great, 154 PPI. So again, you know, for what it is, right? Again, it's a $100 tablet. I could see myself using this with headphones. I already tested out the speakers, and we'll go ahead and play something for you just so you guys can kind of hear it yourself. Let me fix that screen timeout real quick. I'll put it to 5 minutes. But for the most part, the screen is not great. Or the screen doesn't look bad, honestly. Now, of course, when you are looking at it at angles, you know, it does tend to wash out a little bit. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but I did notice that, again, you know, it's not as bad as if you're in the dark, you're probably not going to notice it as much, but in light, you will notice that it does tend to wash out, like, on the top and bottom portions. But not to the effect where, like, I'm, like, you know, annoyed, right? It's not going to be one of those deals where I'm annoyed. Let's look up no copyright sounds. No copyright sounds. Let's see really quick for you guys. NCS. And again, the more I'm using it, the more it's, you know, feeling a little bit better as far I'm just kind of getting used to the jank. Again, excuse the shaking. I am working with a new tripod here. Let's play something here. Hold on. Again, hopefully, again, I don't get copyrighted. It is no copyright sound, so. So this is actually as high as the volume goes. Full screen mode. So again, that's just a quick sneak peek of what it does sound like. Again, guys, to me personally, I don't think it sounds that loud, but again, for what it is, I guess it does sound a little bit louder than probably some of my phones that I do have as testers. But these two little speakers really aren't doing the job that I thought that they were going to do. But again, I guess that also implements the factor that they are giving you that 3.5 headphone jack. If you carry headphones around, and of course, again, guys, if you guys are, I can push this back for you guys really quick. If you guys are, have a Bluetooth headset, etc., like that, that'll work for you also. But for the most part, I see something like this as something for your kids, something that you take to with you, just so that the kids can enjoy some videos on a car ride, basically. Again, let's take a look at apps like Twitter here. I just kind of want to show you guys what the screen looks like here. Again, the auto rotation, but for the most part, you can kind of see here that the hertz as far as the refresh rate goes on the screen, probably 60 hertz, maybe even less, honestly. But it is kind of loading really slow on my end just because. But for the most part, again, guys, it's a $79 tablet. You're getting what you're paying for, basically. It's not one of those high-end tablets, like an iPad or something else. This is just gonna get you, through the day if you're wanting to watch any type of media, or maybe get on social media, check your email, maybe just to kind of interact with something with a bigger screen. That's something that I do appreciate a little bit. That the Android apps opposed to iOS kind of look a little bit better when you're using like apps, like Twitter or Facebook, etc., like that. Let me go back here, but for the most part, again, guys, really not bad. Now that I'm using it more and more, I feel like it's the smoothness of it is feeling a little bit better. But again, that just means that I'm probably just getting used to the lagginess and the stutteriness of it. But again, $79, guys. You tell me again what you think of if you would want to purchase this. Again, I think the build quality itself is impressive, right? I do think it's a little on the thicker side, right? I don't know if you would want to get a case for something like this, but for the most part, again, a little bit of an aluminum shell, that little camera bump. Again, we might have to test out the camera in another video. And again, guys, just a plain little simple tablet that it's gonna again let you watch your media, access your email, maybe do a Zoom meeting, or maybe a Google Meets chat, Skype, anything like that. You might be able to set something like that up with this. So again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video. If you guys like the video, again, go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you guys like the content, and we'll see you guys next time.